Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 65 of Minifigure of the Week. And in this week's episode, we are going to be taking a look at one of the sequel characters. We haven't talked about one of them in a long time, because they're bad. But this is the First Order Snowtrooper. This was one of the not-so-good designs of a new character in Star Wars. I just don't like the way it looks. I didn't really know what else to do. And we haven't done a sequel character in a while, but we will talk about all that later. But before we begin, please make sure you do like and subscribe if you enjoy to help to support the channel. And all information gathered in this video is from Brick Economy. This is a great website to check out if you want to know the value of your set or minifigs now, or how much they could be worth in the future. So taking a look at the character here, there's nothing too amazing about it, just kind of a unique helmet mold. Okay, some nice printing. I mean, it's just kind of a boring figure. There's nothing really too exciting here. The printing doesn't really look all that nice. Looks kind of messy. I mean, the armor in general is messy, so you can't really blame LEGO if the character they're trying to base it on just kind of looks bad, which it does, so it is probably some sequel hate, but overall I just don't think this is too great of a character, and therefore that negatively is affecting this minifig. So the name of our minifigure is the First Order Snowtrooper, being in one set that released back in 2019. It is retired, so value-wise, this minifigure's current value is $11.85. The annual growth is 11.96%, and the future growth is 5.40%. The one set that this was in is the Resistance Y-Wing Starfighter. This is the only Y-Wing I had, and I really hope LEGO remakes the Y-Wing someday. Even if it's a $70 one, a little smaller than this, I really want the yellow one. This one was the only one I ended up getting, because I wasn't that big into LEGO Star Wars when the other one from Rogue One was out. I really wish I had that one. But this set is definitely an interesting one. This is the Resistance Y-Wing Starfighter with 578 pieces releasing back in 2019. It is retired. It has 5 okay minifigs. Zori Bliss, Poe Dameron, D.O., the First Order Snowtrooper, and then an astromech droid. Accuracy-wise for this character, I feel like LEGO actually did pretty well here. The only thing I feel like LEGO could work on is give some sort of piece to make the cape less like a superhero cape and more like a actual like coat, kind of like it is here. If they had some sort of like shoulder thing attachment, I don't know. I feel like LEGO could figure out a way, but hopefully they will do that if they ever choose to revisit this character. But like I said, just the design of the First Order Snowtrooper, I think sucks. It looks, I don't know what to call it. It just looks weird. And the normal First Order Snowtrooper, or Stormtrooper, I kind of like the design, but this character is just bad. And it might be a little bit of sequel hate, but I just don't like the way it looks. But accuracy-wise, LEGO did do good. Just in reality, I don't like the way this character looks. Rating-wise for this minifigure, it gets an 8 out of 10. Not really because there's too much wrong with it. It's just not that exciting of a character, and like I said, the design of it's not that good. I feel like it would be a 9 out of 10 if it like had the better cape attachment, but it's just not that exciting, so that's why it's an 8 out of 10. But I feel like if they could figure out like a cloak piece, which they could use on this, they could use on Jedi if they did something. Even if I feel like printing doesn't really get it across enough. I feel like if they make some sort of like big overcoat piece, that will definitely look cool. But as far as this one goes, it gets an 8 out of 10 rating. Well, folks, that is it for episode 65 of Minifigure of the Week. I hope you enjoyed learning about the First Order Snowtrooper. Like I said, this is one of my least favorite designs of the Disney-style movies, the sequels. It looks silly, looks kind of like a fish helmet. I don't know how to describe it even. It just doesn't look that cool, and then the cape thing just looks bad on it. I feel like there's just a lot of things that just look about this character. It is still one of the nicer ones that they made from the sequels, and I feel like even though the sequels weren't that good, the LEGO sets that were produced from it honestly were. But that is it for this week's episode. I do hope you enjoyed. Next week's episode is very special for Star Wars fans. If you figure out the number, you'll know it's next week. But like I said, that is it for the episode. I hope you enjoyed, and make sure you tune in for the next one.